Hello everybody, and welcome to the first Astrology in You podcast for 2023. I'm Kerry Hourigan, and firstly I'd like to wish you a very happy, healthy, safe and prosperous new year, and I really hope it's a wonderful year for you all. Today we'll be looking at the full moon in Cancer, and I'll touch on the retrograding planets of Mars, Uranus and Mercury, the full moon T-square with Chiron, some numerology you can do for 2023 that you may find interesting, and much more. But firstly I'd like to begin by acknowledging the original land carers, the Awabakal people, where this podcast is recorded. I give my deepest respect to elders past, present and emerging, and acknowledge that sovereignty has never been ceded. So just a reminder, you can get a free mini astrology report that includes a very detailed birth chart from Astrology in You. I created a video to show you how you can create a free birth chart with transits at astro.com, and both of these are really helpful with any astrology you are following. You can find the podcast on iTunes as well as Spotify, YouTube, Google Play and Stitcher. There are others, but I can't remember them. And so I thought we would start off the podcast with some numerology and finding your personal year number. So this is something interesting for you to do. I always do it, and I always find it interesting myself, but it is an extra tool you can have for additional information you can use that you may find very helpful. So what you do is you take the date and the month of your birth and you add 2023. So for example, if your birthday is the 9th of April, you would do the following. You would have 9 plus 4 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3, and that would all add up to 20. Numerology only goes from the numbers of 0 to 9, so with 20 we add 2 plus 0 equals 2, and that would be your personal year number for 2023. So once you know what yours is, just follow the link to numerology.com and see what this number means for you. So with the full moon in Cancer, we'll see it happening on the 6th or the 7th of January 2023 at 16 degrees and 21 minutes, depending on your location. And to see where this specifically relates to you, look to the house or the life area this will be transiting in your own chart. The moon in evolutionary astrology represents our ego. It's our self-image. It's how we see ourselves internally. It's our subjective filter by which we view the world based on our childhood conditionings, societal conditionings, our culture, our experiences, including past life experiences. The moon is associated with our emotions, intuitions and sensitivities, and knowing your moon sign assists with the management of your emotions, safety and security, and it also relates to our inner child that we constantly neglect in our adulthood, our nurturing needs, how we nurture another, and the relationship with our parents, in particular our mother. Full moons bring things to a culmination and a completion stage for release and letting go, so we can begin the new cycle in the new phase. And to begin something new, we must let go of the old. Full moons are an ideal time to look more closely at where we feel emotionally blocked, as the full moon illuminates this and brings things out into the light to investigate and examine. So be open and curious to the origins of these emotions that you may experience to finally let them go, and you can move forward. And if you're not sure how to look at them, check the work of Byron Katie for a very powerful but gentle process that she offers for free. So there's a link down below. So the archetype of Cancer is a cardinal water sign ruled by the moon, and it rules the 4th house. And in astrology, we equate water with emotions. In evolutionary astrology, we see the archetype of Cancer and the moon as one of the same, correlating to our intuition, sensitivity, emotions, including our emotions of safety and security. Your natal moon placement will give you insights into your own mother, and you as a mother if you have children. Cancer being a cardinal emotional sign, cardinal meaning initiating and taking action. When you think about it, our emotions are very powerful motivators for us to take action. Cancer is part of the water trinity of Scorpio and Pisces. Therefore, our emotions can be expressed at the deepest, intense level of Scorpio, or in Pisces, where we can be unsure of boundaries, picking up the undercurrents of situations, including others, and not really sure if the emotions we are experiencing are ours or someone else's. The water signs evoke acute intuition and sensitivity. Great compassion and empathy come with the water signs as our emotions ebb and flow and behave just like water. Calm and supportive 1 minute, or torrid swells with waves crashing down, wiping out everything in their path. If you are someone that has very little water in your chart, you often will meet other people who have a lot of water in their chart that help you understand this. Where there's no water, so one lady's chart, she had no water at all, which was very interesting. People that are born under the sign of Cancer or have a lot of Cancerian energy, they can be moody, acutely sensitive and prickly, becoming upset over something others see as trivial. They can recall experiences with photographic recall, especially if the experiences are traumatic or hurtful. It doesn't matter how long ago they happened. And if you live with a Cancerian, whether that's a child or adult, it is worth noting to give them as wide a berth as possible in times of emotional turmoil. You leave them alone, you allow them to calm down and get over it themselves, because any interaction at all could have a tsunami of emotion come crashing down on you, even if you are trying to help. Cancerians are known to hold on to the past, and having a sun in Cancer, I'm very familiar with this. We can hang on to things from the past and find it hard to let go. So the full moon in Cancer is the ideal time. If you can't let go of it, you work on letting go of it. If you are a Cancerian native yourself, remove yourself from the situation and allow your emotions to settle if you can. Emotions are like food. They must be digested and processed, and for this it requires time. In saying that, the full moon in Cancer is a time to nurture yourself, to find your inner mother, to practice self-love and become aware of your emotional health. The full moon is the ideal time to let go of what no longer serves you in all parts of your life and treat your body as a temple, because it is a temple. You look at the food you ingest, your finances, your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual health, and take in only what is healthiest for you. Respect your own boundaries, or put boundaries in place where needed, and don't allow yourself to be hijacked. It only brings up emotions of resentment, anger, and guilt. This is a time to let go of all these dense feelings and emotions, to move into the higher and light emotions of peace, hope, relief, appreciation, and gratitude. The polarity of Cancer is Capricorn, and Capricorn gives us outer security, while Cancer gives us inner security. It helps us balance our emotions by grounding ourselves in reality with responsibility and discipline. Capricorn is our internal father or internal authority that reminds us of our emotional maturity using healthy boundaries. If we are too much on either side, we become out of balance and out of harmony. Too much of the Capricorn archetype, we can become cold and unfeeling, and too much of Cancer leaves us wallowing in an emotional mess and only keeps us stuck. In summary, the full moon in Cancer is about balancing our emotional body with maturity to evolve, letting go of what no longer serves us, and practicing self-nurturing and self-love. There is no one or no thing outside of you that will do this, and people and things leave in one way or another, and this only sends us into a crisis, feeling vulnerable and needy. And to realize this is a very, very good thing, and we can continually improve and gain our inner security. So I'll briefly touch on other things that are happening. We have a T-square with Chiron in Aries with the full moon, and for Chiron is known as the wounded healer. Chiron essentially represents an aspect of our life where we have experienced a wounding through no fault of our own. You may not be able to identify it specifically, or you may be able to, but it could be represented by a feeling of not fitting in, or feeling like an outcast, even not achieving as much as you would have liked to. The key to healing this wound is the placement of Chiron in your natal chart by house and sign. In fact, the symbol of Chiron looks like a key. In that placement, you find your own individual path that you can take to keep you moving forward, and in turn, you help others heal, hence the wounded healer. The aspect of the T-square is in the cardinal signs of Cancer, Capricorn, where Chiron is in Aries, being the focal point. This T-square has driving and forceful and dynamic energy. The transit in Chiron in Aries placement reveals the area of life you can initiate progress from limitations to enhance that healing of yourself. So we have the retrograding planets, and Mercury is retrograding in Capricorn till the 18th of January. We also have Mars retrograding in Gemini till the 8th of January, and Uranus is retrograding in Taurus. We'll go direct at the 22nd of January. The retrograde motion is a time of revising, reflection, repeating and relaxing. It gives us the opportunity to take a breath, to go over things that we've done, to discard or throw off what no longer serves or works for us so we can keep moving forward. Mercury in Capricorn, revisiting the practical side of life in the details and communications, being clear in all your communications, and when you receive communication, you understand things clearly. Mars in Gemini is ready to move forward after a long time of being held back, which is challenging for the archetype of Mars, but allows time to consider other options and what path you will take. So Uranus, the liberator in the fixed earth sign of Taurus, correlates with extreme weather and planet conditions and the financial markets. So be aware and prepared for the unexpected in the areas of finance, because these changes can be sudden and we must adapt to quickly, can be traumatizing when unprepared. Pluto will be dipping into Aquarius in 2023 and will move into Aquarius in 2024 and will remain there till 2044. Pluto is the planet of power and empowerment. It purifies by bringing things to the surface for transformation to something better. In summary, we are living through the greatest change humans have ever experienced in thousands of years. We are moving towards a future of equality and compassion for all who dwell here, and I sense there will be more exposure of corruption in our governments and the rich and powerful. The distorted patriarchy will try anything and everything to keep things as they are, and it will fail. This is why we're seeing introduction digital ID, digital currency, and these things may even come in. And so we can be comforted by knowing there is nothing new under the sun. It's all been tried before, it's all been done before and has failed, and this time is no different. The best thing you can do is to be in the higher emotions, the lighter emotions of hope and peace, gratitude, joy, relief, appreciation as much as you can. Listen to your heart's intelligence, your intuition. It will never lie to you. The sign of Cancer is connected to the heart. So as we wrap up, medically, Cancer rules the stomach, which is the seat of our emotions, digestion, including the digestion of our emotions, the breasts, female organs, and general hormonal function. So some things you can do is have a daily meditation practice. I can't stress this enough. It does wonders for you. For stressful emotions, seek the work of Byron Katie for a free process to free you from your nightmare. And if you think you need professional help, seek that out. Treat your body like a temple and be in nature as much as you can. If anything is peaceful, it is in nature. And seek security within and lovingly nurture yourself. So a new website is in the making, and I am making it as interesting as possible. I'm trying to make it as different as possible as well. It will be ready on the new moon in Aquarius on the 22nd of January, and when Mercury goes direct. I cannot tell you the problems I've had, and even recording this podcast. So thank you for listening. Welcome to all the new subscribers. I'm always thrilled to think we connect all over the world. It's really like a little miracle. Take good care of yourself. God bless. Happy New Year, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.